Hello YouTube, I'm David with David West Channel. I wanted to show you this split log stove that I found on Kusk Bushcraft, K-U-S-K. I was just doing a proof of concept, so I only cut off just one piece, split it in half, but I should have had like a 3-inch disc on the bottom, this split stove with a square end up top. But I really wasn't sure it was going to work because this was so soaking wet. And you can hear the steam, you can hear the sizzling with it being as wet as it is. So I split it, cracked it open a little bit, and just laid up there vertically 3 different fatwood sticks. It provided enough heat to go ahead and get it going. Since it's cooking so hot and doing so well, let's see if we can boil a cup of water on top of that slanted top. We got a boil. Let me show you. Amazing. And you can turn this towards the wind if you need to. And here's that other piece. Now Kusk said that you could separate these 2 halves and they would go out in about 15 minutes and just reuse it again the next day or whenever, that they would ignite very quickly the next time we went to use them. We'll do it upright tomorrow. All right, I already made 2 cuts. The cut to square it off, and then this 3-inch base. That is so wet right there. But that wet oak worked for us yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and cut off a 10-inch piece and we'll give it a try. Little 10-inch Corona saw that you can get at Tractor Supply or off Amazon, $27, is doing a good job on this 8-inch pine. Of course, you want to try to make square cuts. Did a good job. wet. Let's split it. All right, it didn't split nice and smooth because of this knot, so I will go ahead and take just a little bit out of it right here. All right, now we need to chamfer these two edges here. It's not pretty like Kusk's was, but I'm gonna make it work. Let me rake away a bunch of these leaves and we'll get started. Let's just go ahead and start our fire with this broken up baton that we just used that exploded on us. This is fat wood. I'll use a lighter to ignite it. And when the split log stove gets good and hot, then we'll go ahead and cook that char cloth up. And I want to try it with the flint and steel technique using my file steel and a piece of quartz out of the ground. I'll take you over to where I know a few good pieces are at and we'll try that char cloth out. All right, we're an hour into it and I think we're ready. Got our chamfered edges up here. We're gonna crack it open to start our fire, leaving it closed on this back side. And just go ahead and fire up some of this good old fat wood. I'll try to build it facing you so you can see what's going on. Well, it's done. Let's take it out of there and let it cool off completely before we open it up. And I want to take you right over here and show you the quartz that I found right here. Right here on the side of this terrace. Try and get the focus. That is going to be great for flint and steel. Let's gather everything up. I'll put the fire out and we'll go back up to the fire table and talk about this apparent fail. My apologies to Kusk Bushcraft, K-U-S-K, for butchering your technique. I think all I need is a drier piece of wood to work with and it'll go a lot easier. Not really sure why the wet oak worked so well yesterday and why this wet loblolly pine would not. You see all the big crystals in there reflecting that light, and I already found a great edge to use, like right here. That is sharp. So I'll lay my char cloth up in here and go ahead and strike down across that sharp edge. That is if we made good char cloth and good charred punkwood. And we did. It's got a few hard edges because you really can't have inconsistent heat when you're trying to make char cloth. It'll make it hard and have a lot of smoke residue on it, like this piece here. Let's use that piece and get it out of the can. And the charred punkwood is just fine. You know it's a problem when you tear it in half and there's almost no threads exposed. Let's tear it the other way and see if we can get more exposed threads, which there is. Good. Made some great char material.